Alrighty, hey everybody, Sherry and Patty here, just doing a quick little tutorial of sorts for the Loyalty Rewards Program, the LRP.
Hi
And
guys.
this is just a quick overview of what it's going to be. If you have any questions, this is recorded. We're going to put it in the VIP page, and you can go ahead and ask your questions below, comment below, and we will get back to you as soon as we can. So just real quick, this is Loyalty Rewards Program, or LRP, and the LRP Club, which is something that Patty and I do on the Real Life Naturally page. So what is the Loyalty Rewards Program? LRP points essentially equal free product. That's the long and the short of it. So the lingo that you're going to see, LRP, PV, points, percent. The LRP is the Loyalty Rewards Program. It's the program that lets you earn those free points. PV stands for points value. They are roughly equal to dollars, but keep an eye because they are not always equal to dollars. So sometimes you'll see $100 equals 100 PV, 100 points. Sometimes you'll see $100 equals 75 PV, 75 points. So just keep an eye on that, because what we're talking about is the PV, or the point section, not the dollar section. So everything, the 125 PV, the 100 PV, the 200 PV that we're going to be talking about going forward, we're not talking about the dollar side, we're talking about the point side. So the points are what you can cash in for product, and the percent is how much in points you're going to be getting back from your orders, including the shipping. And at 13 plus months, which means at your 13th month that you've been doing them, you'll get 30 back on your orders. And like I said, we're going to go over all this in detail in just a minute.
And plenty of time to ask questions too. Please ask questions when you come up with them, and we'll be glad to talk to you about it.
Exactly. So how does it work? Every 3 months that you spend 50 PV, you level up or percent up, and it peaks at the 13th month. So you do not have to do this 3 months in a row, but for each 3 months that you spend 50 or more PV, you go up 5 percentage points. So months 1 to 3, you get 10% back of all your points. Months 4 to 6, 15%, months 7 to 9, 20%, months 10 to 12, 25%, and 13 and beyond, 30%. So how does that break down if you spend more or less? Like 1 month you don't want to spend the 50, or you don't have the 50 to spend. So 5 to 49 points maintains your points and your percentage. So if you just get a lip balm or a lotion, and this is where the points come into play, because lip balms and the lotions are $6.95, but they translate to 5 points. So this is where you're going to see the difference between the points and the dollars. But if you get just a lip balm or a lotion as a placeholder that month, it will keep you from losing your points and your percentage. But with the 50, that helps you level up in your points. So what if you spend 50 or more in June? That's your first month. 50 or more in July, that's your second month. But then in August, you have a birthday coming up, or you have something going on, and you just want to get a bottle of lemon or a bottle of lavender, or one of the less expensive oils, just because. And you only spend 20 PV in August. That's okay. You still have those too. And then in September, that birthday party really took it out of you because it was your daughter's sweet 16. And so you're just going to get a lip balm. Throw that lip balm in there. That's a 5 PV. So that's 5 PV in September. But then in October, you go back and you get your 50. That's your third month. And your percent now goes up. So you go from 15 to 20%, depending on how long you've been going. So did you notice that's not 3 months in a row? That's just 3 months that you did your 50 or more PV. So not doing it 3 months in a row is not going to kick you back to the beginning. It's not a consecutive 3 months. It's just for every 3 months that you spend 50 or more, that brings you up. So that in October, your percentage points will go up because you did June, July, and October. And October was your third month. So then November moving forward, you're going to see that raise in your percent back. So you're seeing some things that say 100 PV commission, 100 PV commission. You got to spend 100 PV. Okay, so most of the people that are on Patty and my team are just wholesale customers. Their goal is to get their oils at a 25% reduced rate, and that's all they really want to do. They don't care about getting commission. They don't want to do this 100 PV order, blah, blah, blah. But they've seen it. And so they think, oh, do I have to do 100 PV? No. This is only for if you're a wellness advocate and you want to earn commission. Wellness advocates are under the same umbrella as wholesale customers, where if they spend 50, they get to keep their percentage. But if they want to get their commission for the month, they spend the 100 PV. So if you want to earn commission, talk to Patty or I, and we can help you go from a wellness or from a wholesale customer to a wellness advocate. But for the most part, you're not going to have to really worry about this. This is just something we wanted to touch on so that you're not confused when you see that 100 PV order. So the 125 orders, this is something that you do want to pay attention to, whether you're a wholesale customer or a wellness advocate. The product of the month. Every month, POM, product of the month, every month doTERRA does a product of the month. If you place a one-time 125 PV or more order on or before the 15th of the month, then you get that product of the month. So sorry, my daughter was just signing at me through the window. So if you put in your 125 PV, not dollars, remember, this is where you have to keep an eye on that PV part. If you do 125 in a one-time order, meaning not 50 this order and then a couple weeks later you do 75, and it has to be all in one order that you do the 125, you will get that free item. And now the free item is something that is not normally something that you can purchase on the doTERRA's website. This month, which is, we're April of 2020, this month they did clementine. That's not something that you normally get. That's one of Patty's favorites though. And then they've also done Manuka and Kananga and Ravensara and Palmarosa and all these really fun words that you can use that are oils that are not something that you're going to be able to purchase on the website. So with that 125 order, you'll get the product of the month. Now, occasionally, doTERRA, I have seen them do a supplement instead of an oil, which is kind of cool because they'll throw in Terrazyme or PB Assist or some of those, but that's not the norm. That's just something that I think I've seen them do twice, maybe. So they also do a 200 PV special promotion. This is another one order, 200 PV order, and remember, keep an eye on the PV, not necessarily the dollars. So doTERRA will sometimes put out a 200 PV plus special promotion. That's when you spend 200 PV, you receive a free item or items. Sometimes this goes along with the product of the month special, and occasionally you can get up to 4 items or more for free when they're doing this. So a couple months back, they did the On Guard promotion, where if you spent 100 PV, you got the On Guard Touch. If you spent 125, you got the product of the month, which I believe was the Ravensara. And then if you spent 200 PV, you got the Touch, the Ravensara, and then you also got the trio of On Guard products, which were the cleaner concentrate, the hand sanitizing mist, and the oil. So you got 5 items that month for the 200 PV special. So that's something that will also, on both the VIP page and the regular Real Life Naturally, we'll make sure to let you know how to go about getting it so that you get the most bang for your buck. But these are usually during Christmas time. I've seen them do it with frankincense, and I've seen them do it one other time, and then this On Guard thing. So this is not a normal thing that they do. It's something that they do occasionally. So yeah, we'll make sure to let you know when it comes up.
I think one time they did it for Christmas in July. Yeah, that was really fun.
So visual aid, yay. So if you look at the top of your shopping bag, and this is from my computer, so it may look a little different on the phone, but in the top corner, it's going to show this number 1. This order qualifies to earn loyalty rewards points. That means your order is 50 or more. So then down here at 2, remaining rewards points, I have 101.99 remaining rewards points to cash in when I choose to. So how you're going to do it is you're going to use your points. You're going to add your item. So I added the adaptive system, I added Citrus Bliss, I added lip balm. You're going to click on this use points right here with 3, the use points drop down, and you're going to see 0, 1 because I only have 1 in here. If you had 2 or 3 or 4, it would drop down 2 or 3 or 4, so you could choose how many you wanted to use your points on. So if I put 2 of these adaptive systems in, or 3 of these adaptive systems in, and I wanted to use my points on 2 and then pay for the 3rd one, I would just click 2 here. So you'll click 1 or more, depending on how many you want to use your points on. And then here in 5, the area will turn peach or orange. It'll highlight around the free one. So I decided to use my points on my Citrus Bliss instead of my adaptive. So you see quantity 1, 18 PV. And in this case, if you notice, $18, 18 PV. Up here, the adaptive is $82, but it's only 70 PV. So there's a difference. Same with lip balm, it's $6.50. Okay. And then the PV is 5 PV. So sometimes they're the same, sometimes they're different. So over here on number 6, you're going to see points redemption fee is $3. So in order to use your points, it costs $3. It's a one-time $3 charge, regardless of how many items you're cashing in on. If I wanted to spend my 100 points and get 4 or 5 things, then it would still just be the one $3 charge, and those 4 or 5 things would all be free. So you don't have to worry about getting a $3 charge per item. It's just a one $3 charge, regardless of how many items you use. And if you look down here where it says save and process for April 27th, it's not able to be clicked on because you can only cash in your points on that proceed to checkout. You can't save it for later. So you can save the rest of your kit or the rest of your bag and do it later, or you can put everything in and later you can go back in before you proceed to checkout and put your points on there. But as soon as you put your points on, you have to cash out. So if you look over here, now this is my rewards points used as 18 because right here, this is 18 PV. My shipping points, I always do the $6.99 shipping because then it's quicker and I get my 7 points back for that $6.99 shipping. And so my estimated loyalty points earned for this with the 70 and the 5, for 75, I'm going to be getting 22.5 points back. So I'm at 30% back right now. So for every 100 points that I use, I get 30 points back. And if you look up here, the item total is $88.50, it looks like. Subtotal after the 3 is $91.50, and my PV is 75. So the item total was 88, but the PV is 75. So remember, always watch that PV bar right there, because that's what's going to be important. So
before you go back to that, can you go back to the picture? Yeah, I just wanted to mention that if it's an LRP, you want to make sure that one thing in your LRP is renewable. Otherwise, it's a one-time purchase instead of an LRP, and you won't get points.
So that's why I had that lip balm here, is because I have to have one regular price item in order to cash in my points.
Yeah,
so I have.
And also, Sherry is going to get those points from the adaptive as well, even though it's a special deal. So
yeah, I'll be getting points back from these guys. This one, I will not get any points back because it's the free item.
So if you want to get the point from what you're ordering from that's not cashing out on, you want to make sure it's an LRP, make sure there's something in there that's renewable.
So just to recap real quick, you'll see your remaining points in that upper right-hand side of your bag. You choose the item you wish to cash in on, click on the drop-down Use Points, choose how many you want to use. It'll show at the bottom that the line is through it and it's a free item. So the line is through the price. You'll get a free item. Costs $3 to cash in your points, but you can have as many points on as many items as you want. And you must have one regular price in your cart when you check out. So just choose a lip balm or lotion for the least expensive route. So now Patty's going to take over the benefits of the LRP.
Okay, the fun thing about LRP is it allows you to slowly replace the things in your house that are not necessarily healthy living. From my cabinet, I had a whole bunch of cleaners. I inherited a lot of cleaners from my mom moving out, and she left a bunch of her cleaners behind, which was great, except the chemicals in it weren't exactly what I wanted around the house. So as I used them up, I started ordering the On Guard cleaners and the healthier cleaners, and it wasn't a big expense right away. I didn't have to throw out my old ones and then take on the expense of getting all these new cleaners. I was able to weed them out as I went along. So use up what I had, and then when I was getting ready, I ordered new ones. Think of it like a grocery shopping list. And soon you can do a complete makeover of your bathroom, the items in your purse, your gym bag. You can redo your car. You're going to have a lot healthier living and a lot access to more healthy products around you. And it doesn't have to break your bank. Plus, it holds your place in the LRP. So you know what's in there. You say, oh, I'm running low on shampoo, but I've already put that in my LRP for next month, so I know that I'm getting shampoo. It's a really exciting way of doing it. Plus, if there's a neat oil that you want, or if you're running low on oil, you can just throw the oil right on top of, right with that product, and you know it's coming. So the LRP for me is kind of like my way of planning. My shopping list. So I say, oh yeah, okay. So I know that every 3 months I am needing my shampoo. So I'm going to put my shampoo in 3 months from now, so I know that it's coming. And then my next LRP, so I know that my LRP is already filled in. So when I order my LRP, I think about what am I going to do this next month. And then the moment I order my LRP, I set up the products that I need for the next month in there, and I don't have to worry about it.
And when we talk to you too, we can help you set up a future 3-month LRP. So each LRP is going to be 50 points, 50 points, 50 points or more, and that will help you get what you need and will help you go up in your points, in your percentage.
The fun thing about doing this, it gives you 2 benefits. One is you don't have to go to the grocery store to always get these products, which, right now is really important not to make all those extra trips. Number 2, the cool thing that it does is you're going to be earning LRP PV points towards free products for things that you already buy and already use. So that's
and
really
here is a list of things that people already buy at the grocery store that doTERRA also offers. And I'm going to put a copy of this in the LRP or in the VIP page, and you can print this off and check what you already use so that you can see and plan for the future what you can replace with doTERRA natural products.
So you're already getting the wholesale discount, plus you're earning points for future products, and you're replacing it with natural products which are healthier.
Exactly. Now, one thing that people are worried about is if I start the LRP, am I locked into this and am I gonna, regret doing it? So what if you don't want to do the LRP anymore, which, a lip balm is only 5 points, $6.50. So, but anyways, do you have to place a monthly order? This is the only time in doTERRA that you do have to place a monthly order. It's a monthly ordering system, so you'll need to place an order each month, even if it's just that lip balm or lotion or another placeholder item. Because what happens to your points and percent if you cancel? You're going to lose all your points. You're going to go back to 0 and you're going to go back to 10%. So if you've been doing this for a couple of those 3-month cycles and you're up to like 20 or 25%, when you cancel, You're gonna, if you decide to restart, you're gonna restart at 10%. You're not gonna start at 25 or wherever you were. So you want to think about it if you really want to cancel it or if you just want to throw a lip balm in. Because $6.95 is cheaper than starting back at 0. So to cancel your LRP, and Patty's going to touch on this more because she actually had to do it once. If at any time that you do feel that finances are a struggle or you just don't want to do the LRP anymore, all you have to do is call up doTERRA's customer service, let them know you want to cancel your LRP order. The reason that they want you to do this is not so that they can beg you to stay and you're on the phone for an hour or two with somebody getting on your nerve. The reason that you're required to call is to make sure you don't lose any of the points that you already have. So they're not going to pressure you into keeping the LRP. They're just going to help you cash out any points you have thus far so you don't lose it. Patty, take it away.
Okay, so I did have to do this. There was a time where I just said, we just can't do it. My husband didn't have a job and there was all sorts of other things going on and we needed to cut out the LRP, but I did not want to cancel my doTERRA membership because I had already paid for the wholesale membership. And I found out that I could just, cancel my LRP, still keep the membership benefits and order what I needed when I needed it. So what I did was I called them up and I told them our situation. They were very kind about it. They said, well, I hope things look up for you. Before we cancel, before I do this, let's go ahead and see how many points you have. And they found out how many points I had and said, oh, great. Well, these are the things that you can get with them. Let's order these for you first so that you can use up all your points. And they helped me figure out how to use my points to the nearest dollar. And I know I'm saying a lot, but it was a very personal experience. I was just really excited about it. Can't quite express how thankful I was that I didn't feel shamed or anything like that into trying to stay at it, and I didn't have to explain it. It was just really nice.
So there.
But here's the cool thing. When I was ready to start up my LRP again, it was so hassle-free. All I had to do was click the button saying set up RP, and I was on my way once again. So I didn't have to beg or borrow or plead or do anything fancy to start it up again. So it was.
And you don't have to call back to start it up. You just start it up the way you did to begin with. So to cancel, you call to make sure you don't lose your points. But when you're ready to start it back up again, you just go into your account that you're not going to lose and start back up again. So when you cancel your LRP, you're not canceling your membership. You're not canceling your account. You're just canceling that LRP. So you're still going to get the 25% off, but you're not going to get the points. That's the only difference between having LRP and not having LRP when you cancel it. So that's why if you can afford just the lip balm to keep you going, great. But if for whatever reason you cannot and you decide this is not something that I can do right now, not a big deal. doTERRA is not going to shame you. They're not going to say, oh, well, you have to stay on. Please stay on. We'll give you this, that, and the other thing if you stay on. They're just going to say, okay, let's see how we can cash you out. Make sure you don't lose any points. And that's it. So then you can still use your 25% membership for that year and you're good to go. So we're going to end with the LRP Club. Now, the LRP Club is not a doTERRA thing. It is a Patty Sherry thing. So if you get your 125 PV plus order in on or before the 15th of the month, you will be entered to win the LRP prize of the month. And our LRP prizes have been sticker labels, the labels for the roller balls. And I think we did a necklace once. Anyways, there's all different things.
Jewelry. Yeah, there was some wearable jewelry that you could use.
Either a bracelet or a necklace. Yeah.
Yeah.
So as long as you get your LRP order in on or before the 15th of the month, we can see it in our back office and you'll automatically be entered into the winner or into winning the prize. So like I said, this is a special from Patty and Sherry. It's not a doTERRA thing. We just want to show you that we appreciate you and thank you for being on our team. And that is all we have on that. So if there's any other questions, anything that we didn't touch on, anything you want us to clarify further, go ahead and drop it in the comment section below this. Otherwise, thank you so much. Y'all have a great rest of your day. Bye.